Now, Sports Talk with Broads. Here's Hunter Brody.
I'd be lying if I said this team wasn't fun. It's crazy to think that they're 16-15 with the way that this offense has been playing over the last couple weeks, but when your bullpen blows the amount of saves that they blew in the early stages of this season, I guess it does make a lot of sense. This team put together an outstanding performance against the Nationals. Aaron Nola outdueled Patrick Corbin. It wasn't even close. Aaron Nola, that curveball. Ew, that curveball was disgusting. It really was. It was insanity. He had 20 swing and misses on the night. Oh, yeah. You heard that right. 20 swing and misses in his shutout 8-inning performance. He only allowed 2 hits. He walked a few. 9 strikeouts. My lord, was Aaron Nola special. How about Trey Turner? 0 hits. How about Juan Soto? 0 hits. And okay, they each walked. You can have that walk. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Take it. We'll give you a base. Have fun with it. Aaron Nola was dominant. And it's a shame because I had a bet that, well, he would get double-digit strikeouts. And he was this close. He was so close. He finished with 9. And when he was in the 8th inning, I'm thinking, oh, come on, Nola, let's go. Let's figure it out. Come on, please. It was close. It was close. But guess what? Close doesn't count. I lost my damn bet. Now, this episode is sponsored by Orbit Energy and Power, and with over 20 years of experience in the industry, Orbit Energy and Power is home to your solar experts in both residential and commercial projects. They are dedicated to making sure that your project is completed easily and properly by using high-quality materials and trained professionals to get the job done right. There is nothing better, and I mean nothing better, than watching dominant pitching. That's right. It's more exciting than home runs. It's more exciting than not even just home runs, scoring runs. Whether you get a double in the gap and guys are running down the bases and they're going nuts, they're sliding head first into third base, you name it. There's a play at home plate, you name it. I like that. It's very entertaining, but there's nothing better than elite dominating pitching, and Aaron Nola was on another level. I don't even know if he was a human in this game because that curveball was just all over the place, and I mean that in a good way. So, a way to use it in a bad way is, well, Hector Neris, okay? Hector Neris is all over the place. Vince Velasquez is all over the place. Nick Pivetta is all over the place. I can't even get my words out because I'm so excited just picturing all the highlights from Aaron Nola in this one. But when I say Aaron Nola's curveball was all over the place, I mean it in a great way because you had hitters up there getting fooled and they're locking their legs and they're dipping their shoulders and they're looking back going, damn it, Aaron Nola, why do you gotta be so lethal in this one? How do you not get juiced up? You see a big strikeout, you get on one knee and you throw a fist bump and you see a swing and a miss. Aaron Nola, it's crazy to me. The dude has 0 personality. Do you see him on that one commercial where it's about, what is it about? Giving back to the community. I forget exactly what the business is for, and shame on me if I should remember, but Aaron Nola, just no personality, very blah. Even when he speaks post-game to the media, very You don't get a lot of juice from him. Yet he's on that bump, dialed in, and shutting teams down. I couldn't even believe what I was seeing at times. I loved the fastball. The fastball was insanity. We know what he provides with that fastball, though. And we talked about how he mixes in that changeup. But the talk of the town was obviously the curveball. He got watching it. Whoop! Whoop! I don't even know what that noise means. But that was his curveball. I can't get over it. I'm sweating. I'm sweating just thinking about it. Try and hit Aaron Nola on this night. Ha! Joke's on you, bud. Let's get to the offense. Alec Bohm, solo shot. Power's coming. I love it. You saw examples of what Alec Bohm can provide. Not only the offensive power side of things with the solo home run in the 5th inning to give the Phillies a 1-0 lead, But how about that drive in the gap to knock in runs later on with an outstanding double? That was in the 6th inning. Just using the field. He already hit a homer. You would think some players, especially young players, could get in the mindset of, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to rock another one. I'm going to demolish this baseball. But no, instead, he takes what he is given. Here's a pitch. I'll drive it the way that I need to. Let me throw it in the gap. Let me hit it in between a couple guys and let me knock in a run. I'm not going to overthink things. I'm not going to complicate things. See a pitch? Hit the damn pitch. Drive it to where it needs to be. And he did that in 2 scenarios, and it resulted in RBIs. So in the 5th inning, he had the solo homer, and JT Realmuto, who got a big-time hit to knock in a second run, he was able to execute 2-0 lead after 5. Alec Bohm gets the RBI double. That makes it 3-0, and then Andrew Mccutchen. Are you serious? Not only did he hit the 3-run homer, but he pimped it out too. There was a little bit of a bat throw on the release. It wasn't so much a drop. It was sort of like a cocky drop with a mix of a throw on the release. So with the follow through, it was like a cocky throw drop. It looked beautiful. I was jumping up and down. I had the 2 TV setup tonight. A little Phils, little Fly Guys, Flyers playoffs on the big guy. Right next to it on the TV to the right, bang, Phils. But here I am. Coach. Kutch is a game changer. You need players to step up. Andrew Mccutchen has stepped up. Rhys Hoskins with a couple hits. It's almost as if maybe, just maybe, calling up Alec Bohm. Hey, Bohm. Maybe that woke up Rhys Hoskins. Maybe he felt the pressure. Maybe he felt the heat. Is Alec Bohm coming for my job? It's friendly competition. It's good competition. You need it like that sometimes. Sometimes feeling a little bit of fire underneath your ass would kick you into a new gear. And maybe it's possible that happened with Rhys Hoskins. In the 3rd, Kutch got on. Rhys hit a double. Beautiful swing. And Bryce and JT had some chances to do some damage. This was in the 3rd. This was before any scoring for the Phils. So the Phillies did have an opportunity with Patrick Corbin on the bump to maybe blow the game open. Not so much blow the game open, but get on the board. Set the tone. Take an earlier lead. That's big. Get on a starting pitching early. Get on him bright and early in the game. Screw him up mentally. Get him into the stretch. Now he's off of his game. Do that. Bryce and JT failed to do it in that moment, but that's okay because when you have a deep lineup like they do, you can have an Alec Bohm step up. You can have other players knock in runs. And you saw that happen. The Philadelphia Phillies average 5.61 runs per game, which is 3rd in baseball. It's actually wild to think where this team is right now. It's wild that the buzz happening is happening to a team that's 16-15. It just doesn't seem real. It seems as if they're better than what their record shows. The problem is, if you had 162 and the team was at 16-15, you go, all right, there's plenty of time. This team obviously has figured it out a bit. Let them go on some sort of run. Well, is there enough time for some sort of run? It's a totally different scenario this year. I don't know if they have that time. They got to figure it out fast. And ever since Bryce Harper said, we got to win 9 of 10, well, clearly the Phillies have been on some red-hot streaks. And they've been putting it together. And they've been winning a lot of baseball games. But at some point, will that fizzle out? You can only imagine so, right? It can't keep this up forever. But the offense is doing what the offense is supposed to do. When the bullpen was abysmal early on, we all said, we knew this was going to happen. We yelled at Klentak before the season. Their bullpen makes no sense. They went into a season with a horrendous bullpen, so we knew that was inevitable. We knew that was going to be the outcome. How could it not be? We saw the players on the roster when the season started. But the hitting was poor. Kutch was slow coming out of the gates. Gene Segura, same thing. Rhys Hoskins, don't even get me started. Scott Kingery, who's still in that mindset right now at the plate. That's where the problem lied with me. Because to ask a bad bullpen to be better, how can you do that? The talent wasn't there. You don't ask someone with a 9 ERA to go out there and say, can you give me 0 runs today, please? Well, statistics will tell you that's craziness to ask that bullpen guy to give you something better than what he really is. But what those players, those hitters specifically gave you early on, that's not what they were. And they've been in the league long enough to know that they are better than that. That Gene Segura needs to be hitting at least 280. That Kutch needs to be getting on base way more if he's going to be hitting leadoff. We had Adam Hazley at one point get 4 hits in the leadoff spot. You question, look, you got to win baseball games. It's a sprint. It's a 60-game sprint. Do you throw Adam Hazley in there, or do you allow Andrew McCutchen, the professional, the veteran, to earn his way out of the funk? And I saw both sides. I really did. And good thing they stuck with the idea of letting Andrew McCutchen get out of that funk, because he has been tearing the cover off of the ball. And it is so much fun when someone like McCutchen gets going. His personality comes out more. His swag comes out more. And is there anything better than Andrew McCutchen with a little bit of swag? I mean, come on. A little bit of swag. Shame on me. A lot of swag. Zach Wheeler versus Max Scherzer tomorrow. I'm in love with pitching. It's a dream. I'm actually drooling out the mouth right now. Hold on. Say it. Can't believe I just did that. What the hell is wrong with me? Can Zach Wheeler continue his hot streak? Max Scherzer is going to be tough. It'll be a test to this lineup if they can crack into Max Scherzer. Look, this Nationals team is definitely no juggernaut this season. But if you get Max Scherzer on a Max Scherzer type night, good luck, have fun, swing the bat. It's going to be nasty. If you get Max Scherzer on a Max Scherzer type night, it might be a very long night. Well, realistically, it might be a very quick night in terms of time, because you ain't going to be running the bases a lot. But it'll be a long night when it comes to what it feels like during those at-bats, because he's going to be destroying you. But Zach Wheeler has been phenomenal this season so far. I've been very appreciative of what he's been able to provide for this club. And if he can go toe-to-toe, well, maybe the powerful offense, a Bryce Harper home run, a JT home run, hopefully, right? I mean, he definitely needs to get back on the hotter side of things. If Reese goes yard, maybe that's all you need. If Zach Wheeler can shut down this Nationals lineup. It's not easy to shut down Juan Soto and Trey Turner. Aaron Nola did it. It's not easy. Aaron Nola did it. Spencer Howard did it in the first inning of the game. Outside of that, though, he got himself into a bit of trouble with those guys, and Trey Turner specifically, 4 hits? And Juan Soto had 2 homers. Only one was on Soto. The other one was on Hembry, I believe. No, Workman. Sorry. I get confused with those two. It seems like they're the same damn guy out there because they do the same thing. They were acquired from Boston. They get out on the mound, and then they allow a bunch of home runs. So they do the same damn thing. Aaron Nola struck out 9 and allowed 2 or fewer runs for the 5th time this season. It's just crazy. It's crazy. The dude, when he is focused, which is, a lot of the times, he's that type of professional where he is prepared when it's his time on the calendar, when it's his time during a stretch. Like, he's definitely prepared. I trust him to be mentally engaged, but you see it in his eyes sometimes. When he has that look in his pupils, you know it's going to be pure domination. I know, fans, we're going down the road of, you got to keep him in for a complete game. I don't care that he was over 100-plus pitches. He's got to find a way to get a complete game. No, he doesn't. The complete game is useless. It doesn't mean anything. You get to the 8th inning with the amount of pitches that he had in a 6-0 game, you can go to your bullpen. Hector Neris came in. He did allow a couple hits. So be it. When you have a 6-0 lead in the 9th and you no longer have Austin Davis and Guerra and Reggie McClain coming in and those type of terrible pitchers, although I can't believe I saw Reggie McClain pretty damn recently. Hopefully that never, ever, 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 ever happens again. But you no longer have that. Now you have more of at least, and they're not great MLB pitchers, but MLB pitchers. Before, you had AAA to AA pitchers, and that was the difference in blowing so many games. You're still going to see blown saves happen, but not to the same degree. And not when your offense is picking apart pitchers left and right and contributing and scoring a ton of runs and hitting the baseball and hitting the long ball, and this team continues to hit the long ball. This is what the offense was supposed to be like. This is how lethal it is. And if I'm an opposing pitcher, I'm scared. I'm nervous. You look at this lineup and you go, oh, wow. And this, oh, wow, is happening without Bryce Harper and JT Realmuto being at the top of their game. If they wake up while the other players continue their hot streak, it will be 2 times as fun as what we're watching. When baseball is fun, baseball is so entertaining. It's must watch. We saw what they did in 2008. Well, take away the pitchers in 2008 because there was no DH then, of course, and factor in this season, this offense, yeah, better than 2008. Better than 2008. Take away the pitcher, though, which is a big part, because if you added that DH in 2008, well, sure, their numbers can be higher than what it is. So you have to keep that in mind. But statistically, this team right now, offensively speaking, better than the 2008 Phillies. And do you remember what happened with the 2008 Phillies? In case you forgot, let me remind you. They won the World Series. Is this offense a World Series type offense? I think it's in the conversation. The problem is you have Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler. You have no other starting pitching, and then you have a below-average bullpen. There's your problem. Maybe one day they can fix that, and maybe one day they can find a way to sign JT Realmuto so you don't lose him to the New York Mets in your own division. Then you have to watch Sixto Sanchez play every single 5 days for the Miami Marlins. Thank you all so much for listening, and I will see you next time.